You control yourself.
Okay.
Okay. You are settled.
Yes, sir.
I will speak only when you are settled and you will stop speaking.
Okay.
Then I will speak. Then you sit down. Then you sit down. Everybody sit down. Everybody sit. It will become much easier if people with the mics they sit down and those with the cameras they stand behind. Okay. The first thing I wish to say and say with all emphasis, and I may also remind you that I have been a minister for State for Home Affairs in charge of Police Division, and right from that time, and I hold the same opinion today, Kerala police is one of the finest police in the country. I have absolutely no doubt about it. They are the best police force in the country. Every institution suffers from some problems. They may also suffer from some handicaps. But as a police force, they are the best in the country. I have absolutely no doubt. So I do not think that I have or anybody has any reason to complain against the police. Police is not at fault. The problem is that police is not being allowed to discharge their duties. And I will give you the example. Trivandrum, I was attacked at 3 places. You know it? You have reported it? They have taken action only at the 3rd place where I got down from the car. What about the other 2 places? And even there they tried to dilute the prosecution. So it is not fault of any policeman. If the banners were here, police were protecting it because of the instructions of the Chief Minister. You remove the police from here. And I assure you, the first person who will give instructions to SFI not to come near me will be Chief Minister, because he knows the consequences if anybody touches me. I feel no threat from the people of Kerala. The people of Kerala love me. But those, they are trying to distort some statement. Kannur district has suffered for decades. Who was the man behind the violence in Kannur? The same man who instigated violence in Kannur, he thought the way he was able to frighten people there, he will be able to frighten me. I am not going to be frightened. I have already said in Delhi, my ideal who inspires me is Swami Vivekananda. And he said, face the brute, face the terrible, and face it boldly. And like monkeys, they will fall back if you cease to flee before them. If you don't feel frightened, then they will simply disappear into thin air. And in order to show I feel no threat from anybody, I am going to the city And I have told the police I don't need any security. If they want to hurt me, they are most welcome. I am asking even come here. If you want to hurt me, come here. Why don't you come? They are only bullies. They are not students. All students belong to SFI. No other student has protested. It is only SFI. Why? Because now after the judgment of the Supreme Court, they realize that they cannot control and run the universities. I will give you just an example of this place. There is a one sanctioned post of the carpenter in Kannur University. And last 6 months or 1 year, Calicut University, last 6 months or 1 year, 6 carpenters who are actually CPM workers. Carpenter post is only one is sanctioned post, but against other vacancies, 6 carpenters have been appointed. They are misusing and abuse. They were. No more they can. Now, Honorable Supreme Court has made the position absolutely.
Cutting across to my colleague Neetu, who is with us on the broadcast, getting us more details. Neetu, a statement coming in from the governor where he continues to blame the SFI and also says that these are bullies who have led to this particular situation, and I do not subscribe to the kind of threats or the kind of statements that have come in from the Chief Minister or the government concerned. Is this an escalation of sorts?
No, this is what the governor has been saying from last week when the first time the SFI workers showed black flags against him. So these were the same statements that the governor has said, saying that the SFI is trying to bully the chief minister is behind this, the police is not being able to do their job. So this is what the governor has been maintaining. This has been his stand right from the time there were protests against him. We saw the war of words between the chief minister and the governor. So this political tension, this tussle is still continuing, and once he reaches Thiruvananthapuram, there could be more protests because already in many campuses we are seeing banners put up against Kerala governor, who is the chancellor of these universities.
All right, Neetu, thank you so much for putting all of that into perspective. We'll continue coming back to you, get you more details as to how this escalates. As Neetu is pointing out, not the first time that governor has issued a statement of this nature. This war of words, the standoff between the two constitutional functionaries, which are very important to run the administration of a state, that continues to go on.